In this video, traders, we're going to look at 7 reasons to become a trader. Stay tuned. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your shares, likes, subscription, comments, all that kind of stuff. I really appreciate you. Appreciate your time as well. It's valuable. You're choosing to watch this video, choosing to spend your time watching this video. It could be listening to podcasts, could be trading, could be any other thing to improve yourself. And hopefully I'm going to not take that time for granted and give you some value in all the videos that I do. And it makes me feel good that you're getting something out of it, and hopefully little incremental improvements as a trader. Anyway, 7 reasons to become a trader. First one, financial. I think this is obvious, guys. This is why we all start trading. It's why I got into trading in the beginning. In 2001, I was like, right, I don't want to get a job. If I could just make a living trading, if I could just make enough to kind of pay my rent and pay my bills. And of course, when you're that age, you haven't really got a lot of things, responsibilities. You're like, listen, if I could just get this and just get this, and I could just afford a Domino's every now and then as a bit of a treat, and have a beer every now and then, and pay a roof over my head. I'm doing something I love. That was my goal. Got to that. What can I do next? Oh, how can I get my first decent car? How can I get my first X amount of money, my next X amount of money? We know all this, guys. It's not, you know from the channel, if you've been here a while, we don't need to talk about that stuff. The reason we don't need to talk about it is it's obvious. When we get to a certain level of success in trading, there comes a financial benefit from it. That's why we all start the game out. It actually happens that when we get down that path, other things become more important, but that's the reason we'll get into it. So that's the primary driver for many people getting into trading. The irony is, if you're pushing on that too hard, that then get the reverse effect and people lose money. But it's the same old adage, guys, is that, this is why it's so challenging, and I'm glad it's challenging, because if it wasn't challenging, then the potential and the financial reward from it wouldn't be so high, and the potential we talk about in a minute wouldn't be so high. But it's the fact that it's so challenging and so hard to do, and to get over those first few hurdles, then why it makes it so lucrative, potentially so lucrative, guys. In the day, there's a variety of traders. We've got traders who are sitting here on the profitable spectrum, which I say, traders are sitting there making more than they would sit in the bank. They're more than happy. You've got traders who are making a little bit of supplementary income, a couple of extra grand a month. You've got traders here who are doing it full time. You've got traders here who are really smashing it and doing kind of regular 6-figure months. And you've got other traders who are putting in just ridiculous numbers, 20, 30, 40, 50 million a year. Same with any business type. You're going to have that spread, aren't you? So the financial aspect is obviously a reason to become a trader, but don't get seduced by it. Understand that, it's probably not the video for this, but understand that there is a journey. You are going to struggle at the beginning, and you're going in and just being able to take 10 grand out of the market at will isn't the way it's going to be when you first start out. And the irony is, once you start focusing on the process and start focusing on the journey and the growth, then you look around and go, oh, actually, you know what, I'm doing it right. The market's been pretty kind to me. So anyway, financial. Number 2, unlimited upside. Now, people go, oh, what are you talking about limited upside? This is the classic one. Well, if you're a great trader, then everyone would be a billionaire. It'd be that easy. Yeah. If it worked like that, then we've got the best traders in the world who, yes, they are making billions. And like I say, it goes down the journey, goes down the path. It's how much you're prepared to put in and where you are in the journey and your own challenges. Listen, guys, you get to a point where you've done $1 million in the market, you've still got challenges. You've still got things you need to, it doesn't just click and go, everything goes away, all these things go away. I don't suffer from the chimp, doesn't do this, that and the other. That doesn't work like that. This is a constant game of improvement. And even if people are at the very, 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 very top of the game, like the real serious guys, they still want to do more and do more. So it's not the financial aspect of unlimited upside. Yes, that's an attractive side of it. It's not like, okay, well, if I work my way up in this industry, the highest I can possibly get is to this, and their salary is X, that's it. But it's more the case of, let's use an analogy of a pilot, right? If you're a pilot, I guess, I don't know the industry that well. I did my private pilot's license ages ago, but it expired a long time ago because I didn't keep up the hours and the medicals and stuff like that. But I did it because I enjoyed the challenge. Got the pilot's license, did a few things on my own, and that's what I did. And I thought, right, tick that off, I enjoyed it, what's next? Anyway, by the by, the point is I think that you can get to a point where, okay, maybe you're the highest, best civilian pilot, commercial pilot ever. You're with the most prestigious airline and you're flying the most prestigious routes. That's probably the top. Yeah, we could go the military route, but if you're talking about that route, then that's your cap level, right? I think the attractiveness of trading is that you can have all these multiple angles, but it is unlimited. And not only is it unlimited, which is attractive to all of us as traders, it's also the journey's unlimited. And I think this is where the joy comes from it, guys, because, you know, if you use the pilot analogy again, and excuse my bad analogies, you know I'm a king of bad analogies. Your pilot analogy, let's say, I don't know, what the pilot earn, a couple $100,000 a year, something like that. Top pilot earning that he kind of gets to a point there where he said, like, okay, I've done it. I can just become the best pilot I can be. There's no more room to go. I'm at the top. And I'm using that as an analogy in that it could be any industry. It could be retail, could be motor trade, anything, you know, whatever you choose to do. But I think in trading, the fact that you could keep pushing and 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 keep pushing, become better and better and better, not only from a financial aspect, but from a point of view of how much free time you have, how much time you have dedicated to trading, kind of the relationship of time expenditure to income, you know, adjusting that dial as well. That's an important dial to adjust. You know, get to a point where you're making loads and loads of money, great, but you're flat out. Do you really want to do that forever? Probably not. So you start to dial off, and then your income drops. So you say, how can I bring that up? How can I change my strategy a little bit? So it's a never-ending game. So the point is, unlimited upside, not just the financial thing. Everyone goes, oh, you can make as much as you like. In theory, yes, but I think more importantly is it's knowing that you're never going to get to the pinnacle. And even the guys at the very, very top of the game are still trying to become better. They're still trying to become better. They're still trying to become better. Number 3, new challenge every day. This is, you don't realize how important this is and purpose is in doing something until you're kind of in the thick of it. And, you know, maybe you've done okay out of the markets and things are going well from a P&L perspective. And you go, you know what? It's the new challenge every day that makes it enjoyable. I think it's a certain type of personality as well, I guess. But I think to do the same thing every day would just be so tedious. You know, that's certainly something for me. I do enjoy the fact that every day is different. Now, of course, you can have times when it's a dull market, but you don't know that. You go into the day going, I don't know what's going to happen. Could be going crazy today. Someone could have said something. Market could be doing this. My trades could do this, do that, do that. That's enjoyable. I think that's one of the good reasons to become a trader, the challenge every day. Right, this is a big one, guys, and I'm going to put a I'm going to put a red arrow on it. Forces self-improvement. This is huge because I don't know a trader who hasn't become successful. Success, by the way, I mean is someone who's, everyone defines it differently, but to me it's someone who, you know, hasn't just made money, but has made money and made money again and made money again. It has a certain consistency. Now, consistency doesn't mean making money all the time, but it means they're not just a one-hit wonder. You know, there's guys out there who've done $1 million, done it, and then they kind of blow up, or they don't work something doesn't work very well for them, or they can quit trading and stuff. That's different. The guys out there have done $1 million, and then done another, and then maybe they've done a little bit less and they've kind of taken a bit of a step back and then they put the throttle down again and they're still here. That to me is success. And that to me is like, okay, you've got it. And no one at that level who I know hasn't improved themselves dramatically. And you know yourself, guys, you know, self-improvement, it really does have a knock-on effect into your trading, and the discipline's the big thing. You know, discipline is the huge thing. If you can have these other aspects of life, you've got discipline in, and you can, you know, really be intentional about those things. And this is not the video to go down this rabbit hole, but that will have a knock-on effect to your trading, improve your trading, stick to your rules, have your discipline, be able to be a bit less ego focused, all this kind of stuff. And it just helps you become a better person, I believe. You know, that's the journey we go on, and you kind of, in normal life, you've got a good salary, sitting there doing 10 grand a month, you know, a nice job, and you kind of could do the job regardless of what condition you're in, your mental state, within reason. I know there's some, obviously, but trading is basically, if you don't have the ability to execute your strategy, you don't have the ability to weather the storm, to recover, to do all those things, to have a resilience, fortitude, grit, then you're going to not make any money and you're probably going to lose money. So it forces you into self-improvement, which to me is only a good thing. Number 5, skill for life. And I don't mean that anyone can just come and use the markets like a cash machine. sometimes it does feel like that. You might go in and go, hey, the volatility, but that's only from years of craft. And I'm probably going to get hammered in the comments for that. But that, Mark says you can use it like a cash machine. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is sometimes because you have a certain skill level and you know where the opportunities are, you might do nothing for a while, come in when the opportunity's right, make some trades, take some money out and walk off. Now to onlookers, that might be like, wow, he's just gone in and used it like a cash machine, but there's so much more to it. There's not trading during the quiet times, there's waiting for the opportunity, there's having the skill set, having the screen time, all that stuff that's allowed you to go in and do that. And it might appear that that's the case, but hey, there's a lot underlying around that that's caused that to maybe look like that. But a skill for life is, you know, how you use it is up to you. Some people, like I say, are saying, hey, you know, it helps me, I can get a better return than I do if I stick it in a bank or I stick it in this. Some people are using it as, say, extra money, whatever. It's something that if you develop the ability to execute a trade or to trade and to use supply demand or whatever your process is, and to, you know, speculate on the markets, for want of a better word, is something that's always going to be valuable to you, always going to be valuable to you. Number 6, exciting, enjoyable. And I know it's like, well, trading shouldn't be exciting. Guys, it is exciting. Trading is exciting and enjoyable. And anyone who says it should be boring, I'm not a big fan of that. Someone might drag up a video of me years ago saying, oh, trading should be boring. I've changed my mind if that's the case, because I enjoy trading. I love trading, but the kind of caveat to that is the excitement. You don't want to let it take control of you so that excitement is making your trading decisions. That's the difference. That's a subtle distinction. It's not a case of enjoy it. You should enjoy it, because God damn, if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to get up after you've been beaten down and beaten down and beaten down. You've got to enjoy the markets, but it's a point of not letting that excitement influence your trading decisions. It's exciting, it's enjoyable. That's one of the reasons why we're in the game. I should say, that's probably the reason you're staying in the game. Most people who watch these videos now, a bit of experience, been through a bit of rough times, trying to get it working, trying to get the wheels turning, and financial was probably the first reason you got into it. But no, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'd like to make some money, that's my goal, but I enjoy this damn thing. And if I can make it work, wow, I'm doing something I love and I'm making money. What's better? There's nothing better. And the 7th is freedom. And again, straight away I could just see, boom, comments lighting up. Freedom. You're not free in the traditional sense, guys. You are, there's far better things, I guess, if you want freedom as such. Go and live in a tent in the woods somewhere and what have you. But from a perspective of being able to do what you want to do, and I've got to be careful I say this, because you know that's the whole thing that everyone says, oh, so you get freedom, you're your own boss and all this stuff. But in the beginning you are literally grinding away. But when you do get to a certain level, then you do have the option to say, you know what, I'm going to take some time off and it's not going to be detrimental to my income. I'm going to, you know, work out during this hours of the day, I'm going to do this and do that. You're still kind of pretty much dictated to by the market conditions and the type of trader you are and stuff, but there's a certain element of flexibility in there, which is nice. And obviously the advent of technology, we can do it from wherever we are in the world, blah, 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 etc., which is also nice. There's also that you know, ability to do that. You haven't got massive premises, massive costs, all the other stuff we talked about before. But you know, you've got to be careful that people say, oh, you see all the headlines, guys, all the marketing stuff, make all the money, you know, trade from a poolside and all this kind of stuff, and they take it to the extreme. Yes, those attributes are there to a certain extent, the financial side of it, the freedom side of it, exciting, enjoyable, yeah, but you know, there is a dues to be paid to get to that point. Even when you get to that point, it's never like, oh yeah, I'm going to sit by the pool and do this and do that. Okay, of course you could do that under certain circumstances, and there's no reason why you couldn't get a laptop out under certain conditions, go, this is the right conditions, I'm going to trade this, blah, 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 and you happen to be by the pool. But I think you get the point. Anyway, guys, this video has got longer than I expected. But anyway, hopefully it's helpful. 7 reasons to become a trader. See you next one. Take care. Bye-bye.